Waza wase, naitwa Precious Kadhuru Mutuma.
Naitwa Valerine Letia.
I go by the name Glory Livini.
Na tuko hapa LIFE-Enoomatasiani Girls High School, tunataka kuonyesha how beautiful our school is. Hapa nyuma yangu kuna administration, kuna ofisi ya principal, kuna ya madepa na staff room hapo. Alafu sasa tuende tuone hiyo section nyingine. Tukitembea hivi, hapa kuna labs, tuko na chem lab, physics lab. Alafu unaona maua, shule ya nguvu. Hapa mbele yangu kuna basi best, like hakuna basi kaa issue. Ukitafuta hakuna ingine kai. Doba iko ndani, yani walai. Hapa mbele kuna DH, it's a multi-purpose dining hall. Alafu east side tuko na
Okay, hizi ni blocks za grade 10s na kuna cheki building mse. Cheki vile ni rembo grade 10s, imagine wako na the whole story ni yao peke yao. The most amazing DH, ukiingia ndani wezitaka hadi kutoka nje.
Right there we have the Amani Peace House. We have those two rooms. They are not classes, they are Amani Peace houses. Like you already know, hii shule like tunajulikana kwa hizi vitu. Sports tuko, clubs tuko, academics tuko. Like last year tulipeleka close to 200 students university. Also tunajulikana sports, like for example kuna handball, it is going to the regionals. We also have the drama club going to the regionals. We also have the science fair inaishia Rijo kesho. Like unaona shule imebobea maneno, tunajulikana huko nje, like a very good school. Here we have our teachers department, kuna English department, pale tuko na dorms za grade 10, tunaona vile zina glow.
Shava. Alafu we're best in academics, we're best in discipline. Tuko na the best teachers by the way, Kajiado North, Kajiado mzima. Like this is the place to be in terms of talent, in terms of academics, discipline. Yote iko hapa, home of favor, ndivyo tunaita hivyo. Hapa ndo home, like tukiwa hapa tuna feel tuko sawa. Our teachers are like our parents. Yani hapa ni place tu shava. Amaje Valerie?
Walai ni hivyo, usikia hadi ona cheki shule tuko na sufficient water, cheki zile tanks, tuko na pia borehole 2 usisahau. Like this is the place to be, this is the best for academic, sports, kila kitu unadai kufanya inapatikana huku.
Music, drama, au jamii yoyote.
Yani drama by the way kasija kushow inaishia Rijo kesho. Tuko na pia science fair nishawaambia inaishia Rijo kesho. Like unaona shule good things, big things happening. Unaona taps, hakuna shida ya maji. Unaona wasee wanabambika, maji iko kwa maji mob kwa wingi.
Hapa tuko na dorms, hizi ni dorms za grade 10s. Alafu hizo dorms zingine ziko the other side. We have our own bakery, like bread. Inatoleka hapa ndani.
Yani ukiweza onja unaweza hadi kila siku sneak in uende kukula. Imagine yani naweza hadi taka kukupea lakini ni vile tu siwezi.
Alafu
this is our bakery.
Yeah. Alafu we have close to 200 students wenye wanaenda.
Na bado tuko na posho meal. Usisahau posho meal. Ugali kila siku. Kwanza leo ni on?
Leo ni Monday.
Leo ni Sunday.
Nyama na cabbage.
Nyama na cabbage.
Best meal.
Hiyo lazima nikuwe number 1 kwa line. Check it chai. Kila siku chai maziwa imagine.
Na mkate. Hiyo
ni mkate usisahau.
On a daily basis. Hapa tuko na field. Hii field tunatumia poa, mnasikia tuko na games, handball, tuko na bake, tuko na just name it. Tuko na table tennis. Zote tulikuwa competitions na zote zina proceed. Zinaenda Rijo. Hapo nyuma ni kitchen. Tuko na the chess club. Yani tuko na kila kitu, just name it. Anything you can think of iko hapa.
Mse unasahau kitu. Uko mbele ya nini?
Uko mbele ya kitchen.
This is how the
magic happens. Walai.
Nyama na cabbage.
So in the kitchen.
Like hii shule iko bie. Cheki chakula tunakula. Kwanza leo ni Sunday sikia nyama. Jana tulikula chapo. Like this is the best school, the home you should be in. Cheki hizo tians. Hizi za 2000 students. Imagine ile ina feed more than 100. Like chai tamu, food tamu, sports ndo hizo, academics ndo hizo. Unataka kuwapi kasi hapa? Hapa obvious.
I wonder, kwani kuna kwingine? Hakuna. Alafu unaona huku chini kuko like kuna mali tunakanyaga matope in case you've not noticed.
socks.
Exactly, hakuna kuchafua socks. Yani everything is clean and everything. And that's our school, Enoomatasiani Girls High School. Thank you.
This is DJ Blue. And I give you all the glory like I give nobody. Let's go, yeah. Nakupa, nakupa, baba, nakupa, utukufu, nakupa. Wele umetenda, nakupa. Wele umefanya, baba, nakupa, utukufu.
Everything you put your hand go up, you never open doors. You said go be a boss. Amen, amen. Everything you put your hand go up, you never open doors. You said go be a boss. Amen, amen. Every hustler getting paid. Where the hustle go come the pay. You're only novelty. Amen. If you don't find work to your own, God self go to his own, and flesh go cover bone. Amen, amen. If you believe it, say amen. If you believe it, say amen. If you believe it, say amen, amen, amen. Everything you put your hand go up, you never open doors. You self go be a boss. Amen, amen. Everything you put your hand go up, you never open doors. You self go be a boss.
Alipokwisha kunena, alimwambia Simoni, tweka mpaka kilindini, kashushe nyavu zenu. Yesu alipokwisha kunena, alimwambia Simoni, tweka mpaka kilindini, kashushe nyavu zenu. Bwana mkubwa, tumefanya kazi ya kuchosha usiku kucha. Bwana mkubwa, tumefanya kazi hata tusipate kitu. Bwana mkubwa, tumefanya kazi ya kuchosha usiku kucha. Bwana mkubwa, tumefanya kazi hata tusipate kitu. Lakini kwa neno lako nashusha nyavu, nashusha nyavu, nashusha nyavu, nashusha nyavu. Kwa neno lako nashusha nyavu, neno lako nashusha nyavu, kwa neno lako nashusha nyavu, nashusha nyavu, nashusha nyavu.
Hey Baba, oh mareba wanendoni, give out of life because unanaba. Simama kozu kona mimi, never let me go. Mpaka umeitanulia mbali, imesikasi ulikuwa ikibali hata utaswala shangilia bandari, never will know. Sina kingine mimi najivunia, zaidi yako Baba. Ndio maana niko tuli nimetulia, wewe unagabaya. Hata wale wananionea usuda, shabaha yao mbaya. Watapataje mambo umenifunika, bure watataya. 'Cause I know that you got me where you got me. You got me where you got me, Papa. You got me where you got me. That's what I never for you. You got me where you got me. You got me where you got me, Papa. You got me where you got me. That's what I never.
Naona saa kila siku ni zawadi toka Maulana, so haja gani ushike tamama, wajaribu ishaoya na hataka maadui zao watashikana na zao njama, siwaogopi na simama. kiama yawe ajaye. You know pesa na songa nayo, wanashangaa kuna stress na kuanga nayo. Naishi sawa sina kesi mahakamani au deni za majirani, compression tena ndani. Oh yeah, yeah.
What an amazing mix from DJ Blue, sindio?
Yeah.
So, na saa hii Wambo, as we always say, a discussion in class
is a discussion with class.
Of course. And so right about now, warembo warembo So right now we're about to spearhead a very, very interesting conversation about financial freedom, financial literacy. We just want to get to see how well do our students, know these topics.
Yeah.
How acquainted are they with it? And of course, this is the debate corner with I am Luca.
Alongside Wambo Kenya. And today's motion is education is the key to financial literacy.
Abisa, sindio? And so without further ado, I just want to hear first of all the proposers chant. Kabisa, and so?
Okay, our opposer chant yetu iko wapi?
Moto moto. Moto. Moto moto. Moto. Ni maya. Ni maya. Fire.
Of course, tutajua nani fire, au sio? So to begin us off with the first proposer.
Wow. Who am I? I am a student. What am I here for? I am here to be educated. I am Purity Atiamuga from Amani Club, and I'm here to propose the motion that says education is the key to financial literacy. First of all, what is financial literacy? Financial literacy is the ability to understand and effectively use financial skills. Examples of financial skills gained by an individual. Examples are budgeting, saving, investing, financial planning, and debt management. These skills equips one with financial knowledge and also helps one to know how to make decisions for the future. I believe that knowledge is power and common sense is free. I tell my opponents that you should join us and raise awareness for how financial education is very important. Thank you.
Okay. Let's have our first opposer.
Well said. I am Valerie Neletia, here to oppose, and not only oppose, but to firmly oppose to the motion that states that education is the key to financial literacy. Well, to my opponents, it seems that you don't know the meaning of education. Well, education is basically teaching and learning skills. And what is financial literacy? It is basically knowledge on things related with money and finance, which is the money used for doing activities or businesses. Well, you said you gain knowledge for learning through education for financial literacy. But let me tell you one thing. Are we not seeing people who are well educated, professors, well-known people, entrepreneurs who are well educated, but still suffer financially? Why do they suffer? It is because education, just because you have a degree, it does not mean you have knowledge on how to use and utilize money. Is it not something that we've seen? For example, to students, it will be easy for us to relate to Professor Kimani of the book, The Fathers of Nation. Was he not a professor of a very big university? Meaning he was well educated, right? Well, he was educated, but it turns out he did not even have money to repair his own car. What a shame. Yet you have courage to stand here and tell me that education is key to financial literacy. What a shame. And even welcomed us instead. We welcome you to join and fight for the truth. Thank you.
Nimbaya, wewe.
Amazing. Let's go to our second proposer.
I go by the name Chanel Monde. Firstly, my fellow partner, I want to correct you. That just because you say that educated people are not financially stable, I want to correct you by saying that when you are not literate, when you don't understand the financial literacy, you cannot come up with critical thinking that will help you set ideas for businesses. Take, for example, other people. Yes, you have said that we can be educated but do not get jobs. But what if I have the ability to start a job? I have the ability to come up with the ideas. Those illiterate people, no matter how hard you try to convince me that they will get jobs, it will not be as successful as ours. Do you get my point? Now my point is, educated people can come up with long-term planning. What do I mean by this? You see, when you are educated in matters financial literacy, you can plan for education insurance, health insurance, and other secondary needs. And you can also plan for years of working. What do I mean by this? When you know the financial literacy, you can be able to plan what amount of money you'll use in the coming years of the future. Do you get what I'm saying? So don't try to convince me that when you are not educated, you can still be well financially. Now you can help me support the motion that says education is the key to financial literacy. I rest my case.
Okay, let's have our second opposer.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I am Precious Kadure Mutuma from the Amani Club, ready to oppose the motion that states that education is the key to financial literacy. First, I'd like to acknowledge my fellow debater. You have a really nice voice. Sadly, you used it to yap rumors. First of all, facts are, when you look around our societies, many people are out here with very good English, with a degree in their home, doing what? Selling charcoal, doing what? Silly businesses. Right now, when you look at our society, many people are using skills. Skills, for example, skills that they have gotten not from class, but from out here, from experiences, from their families. We can take a good example of Hindus. They use family businesses over generations, which they use to accumulate a lot of wealth. So really, when you tell me that education is the key, really, seriously, thank you.
Okay, and on to our last proposer.
Well. I go by the name Glory Levine from LIFE-Enoomatasiani Girls Secondary School from the Amani Club. Now, I want just to correct one of my opponents who said that you can be educated but you don't have skills. Let me say this point that education is the key to financial literacy. And education encourages entrepreneurship. Let me tell you that you can be educated and you can be very smart. You can be educated and you are not smart. But education will help you to open all your ways. So long as you're educated, you can never miss a job. So long as you're educated, everything you'll think critically, because education you are not just taught so that you can get a degree. You are taught so that you can open your minds to think briefly. You are not the school just give you a 60%, but the 40% comes from you to think critically. You just summarize what you are taught in school so that you can see what will it help me to do. You can just come up with an idea like, you see, this place is so empty, but I can do something to this place to make it alive. You can come up with an idea of settling a kiosk. Yes, you can come up with an idea of settling a kiosk. For example, you did a home science in your school. Home science will enable you to sew, will enable you to become a chef, will enable you to be something very important. You can use the knowledge of home science to settle up a kiosk so that you can enable yourself financially. Also, computer. You can just start a computer class so long as you have someone to support you, of which you'll never miss someone who will ever support you. God is there. And education is really the key to financial literacy.
Sawa. Our last opposer, maliza hii kitu ifunge kabisa.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the name Kayla Awino, a member of the Amani Club. Let me first oppose this motion that education is the key to financial literacy. Let me tell you something, a very good point, emotional intelligence. You may have knowledge, but you are emotionally poor. What do I mean by this? You have fear. Fear of what? Investing. You may have money, but once, let's say a friend of yours just comes and tell you, let's invest in this, then you're like, oh, this company can go bankrupt. I can't invest in this. Yet you don't even understand yourself. You are emotionally poor, my friend. And another factor that can affect financial literacy or financial freedom is inflation. What is inflation? This is the rise of prices. When prices, do you understand? Okay. When prices of goods and services rise, resulting in the fall of the value of the money, meaning you have the money, but it has no value to you. What do you want to tell me that if suddenly the value of skuma rises and you have, let's say it goes to 20 shillings and you have 10 shillings, will you buy it? No, you will not be able to buy it. And my second colleague just said something about financial education cannot help. What do I mean? She gave an example of Hindus. What she meant was clearly something very simple, experience. You can experience it from family businesses. Those who have family businesses, they understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so I rest my case there. And before I even finish, I can say that financial literacy is rarely taught directly in schools. What do I mean? Not every student is taught about financial literacy. Some students in certain schools take business. So if the rest of the students are in that school, are they taught? No, they are not, because most education systems focus on academic subjects and not teaching the students what they need. So, my dear opponents, let me just tell you something. I invite you to join us to the winning team.
Well.
Wow.
That has been amazing. You've heard it all. Of course, we have nothing more to add. Tell us which is your winning side. Of course, our socials are just down there.
Yeah.
And of course, see you on the preceding segments. I'll see you.
Yeah.